Hello, strong people. Welcome to my series on starting the journey to stop self-hatred. I've dealt with self-hatred for 10 years, and this is my 9th day of encouraging people to stop hating themselves. Bismillah, let's start. Acknowledge the sadness, the anger, and the confusion. You are not broken. You're just hurting. You are not pathetic. You're simply in a process of growth. You are a blessing, no matter how harshly the world has treated you. Being problematic is not your identity. You're just facing problems right now because God is leading you through them. We all know that it is God who places us in hardships, right? That means we also knew that Allah also knows how those hardships will make us feel. The sadness, the anger, the confusion. And still, He chose you. He chose us to go through it. Because He knows, He understands. Does God forbid us from feeling and being human? No. God never forbids us from being sad, crying, or feeling deeply, or from struggling to face reality. Why doesn't He forbid these emotions? Because God knows we are only human. Emotions are an essential part of our nature. They help us to respond to life, connect with others, guide our actions. God knows we can't be separated from our emotions. He knows that suppressing intense feelings for too long can only hurt us, mentally and physically. So please do not pressure yourself to hold in your anger or bury even a small ounce of hatred in your heart. You see, even emotions can rot if they are stored too long in an unhygienic heart. Let yourself feel, let yourself process and heal. That too is part of being human. And God always understands us. So what should we do when we feel sad, angry, anxious, or overwhelmed by emotions? Instead of resisting or feeling uncomfortable with them, we start by acknowledging them. Here's a gentle way to respond. Okay, take 3 deep breaths. Hold each breath for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly. Begin the remembrance of God. Say it out loud while regulating your breath and gently placing your hand on your chest. Repeat that remembrance of God. Like in Muslim, you said istighfar at least 10 times, slowly and mindfully. Take another deep breath. With your eyes still closed, take 1 more deep breath. Then slowly open your eyes. That was my way of coping with sudden panic or anxiety attacks that make it hard to breathe. Now, after that, start ask yourself, what is truly happening right now? What can I do to lighten my mind and breathe more easily? Would crying help me feel some relief? What is the best step I can take in this moment? Well, the point is when your body suddenly feels uncomfortable or wants to erupt with emotion, it is not because you're, in passion or mentally unwell. It is just how your body reacting to stress and negativity that has become too heavy to carry. It is a natural response to emotional overload. Your body is telling you it can't hold it in anymore. And those emotions need to be regulated and released. Especially when you have been bottling up anger or hurt day after day, your heart becomes like a jar that is already full. Then one small thing happens and it tips the jar over. It's like a ticking time bomb. You're just waiting for it to explode. Your heart, your mind, your soul are not shelves. They are not meant to store unprocessed emotions or negative energy, which is eventually disturbing your peace and mental well-being. So again, when something stings you or triggers your sadness or anger, don't just bitterly swallow it and store it in your mind. Learn to accept it. Learn to analyze, to acknowledge it. So let's practice it together. Let's put it like someone just say, your hair is ugly. First, you need to accept it, right? Oh, this person didn't like my hair and said something hurtful. Was that my fault? No. Second, acknowledge it. Acknowledge how their words affected you. Oh yeah, I do feel offended and hurt by what they said. Third, face it. Choose how you want to respond. Maybe say, hey, that comment was hurtful. You shouldn't have said that to me or anyone else. Or you can just simply distance yourself from people who disturb your peace. That way, when you go home, you're not lying in bed replaying it like your own personal Roman Empire. You don't feel the need to retell the story in a way that could turn into gossip, which something you want to avoid, right? Most importantly, you are not carrying any bad energy or negativity with you into your space. Accepting a hard reality doesn't mean nodding your head and moving on. No. If you are not in denial, there's still a chance that deep down you have not truly made peace with it. What do I mean by that? Let's say someone you love breaks up with you. You accept that the relationship is over. But the next day, you see him with another girl. It stings. You feel triggered. Why? Did you already agree that you two aren't together anymore? Did you accept that it's over between you two? That is why real acceptance requires sincerity. Acceptance and sincerity are like two sides of the same coin. They cannot be separated. You cannot fully accept something if you are still holding on emotionally, or if you are not sincere about the reality that follows your decision. In that situation, your ex has moved on just one day after the breakup. You have already accepted the breakup, right? You know the relationship has ended, right? So now, you also need to sincerely let go. Let go of what? Let go of him. His life is no longer tied to yours. And let go of yourself from that painful moment. Free yourself. Let go of yourself from the emotional weight. Let both of you continue living your life separately. That is what true acceptance looks like. When your mind agrees and your heart gently follows. Let's put it this way. When you're in a relationship, it's like you and your partner are standing face to face like this, connected and focused on each other, like this is you're facing each other. But when you break up and accept it without being sincere about it, it's like you both turn your backs to each other. Like this, but you're still standing in the same place, not moving forward, which in another hand, he just moving on. Meanwhile, that man, he's already thinking about his next step. He's moving on. He continues with his life. But you're just standing here, watching him, enjoying his life with another girl. And the reason it hurts isn't really because he found someone new. It hurts because you haven't moved. You're not moving on. You're still stuck, not because you cannot move forward. You can't. You can move forward, but because you have not sincerely let go. And here's the truth. You can move forward if you're truly sincere about the reality that comes after your decision. If you accept the breakup but you are not sincere about it, you might continue with life, but you'll keep looking back, stuck in what if this, what if that, and what ifs. And let's be real, it is hard to moving forward when your feet are moving but your head is still turned backwards. It is an undeniable feeling, especially for us women. We are a creature filled with emotions. I'm not judging if you have experienced this, because I have too. And honestly, I won't lie. It is hard to accept reality, let alone be sincere with it. But you have to know, my personal motto is hard doesn't mean impossible. Hard just means it takes more effort. I used to love my ex so much. It took years for me to move on. For the longest time, I thought I still loved him. But the truth is, I just wasn't ready to make peace with the reality of my decision. I was too comfortable living in my what if, delusional scenarios, even though none of them ever came true. None of them. And it was hard, and I don't want you to waste your precious time like I did, standing in the same spot, unchanged. Just accept it. I wish I could tell my past self to accept it. Let it be. It is what it is. And you deserve to move forward, both your head, your mind, and your heart. Even if it hurts, even if it's hard. But, you need to do it, but don't rush the process. There's no good in rushing, and good things never require you to rush. Take your time. But in that time, try to slowly adapt and guide yourself toward acceptance and eventually sincerity. Okay, let's look at it this way. This relationship doesn't work anymore. Okay, I am breaking up with him. I accept that we are over. Alright, I'm alone now. There's no more good morning texts from him and no more late night chats, and I kind of feel a bit lonely. But that's okay. This is a natural, inseparable consequence of the breakup. And he found another girl so soon. And she looks prettier, maybe even better than me. But that is okay. He is continuing his life and choose someone new to accompany him. Well, just because he stopped doing life with me doesn't mean he's not allowed to find someone else, right? No matter how fast and slow it happened, it's gonna be happen anyway, so it's okay. This was my decision. This was for the best. And this is one of the inevitable consequences I need to face and sincerely accept. To that, you need to remember everything, every bitter thing, every hard thing you accept, it will get better. The situation will get better. Because every sadness we face is quietly paving the road for a new happiness to come. And girl, if you cannot let him go, if you stay stuck in that chapter, how will you ever make space to receive the new blessings, the new happiness God wants to give you? So the conclusion is what? In order to reach peace, you need a peaceful coin, and that coin has two sides. What is that? Acceptance and sincerity. So when life flips coins, and you're faced with a choice between harsh reality or a fake happiness, make sure you're using your peaceful coin, the one that helps you truly accept reality and move forward with grace. Well, I hope you get what I'm trying to say here. Thank you so much for watching this video, especially if you have made it this far. And let me tell you that I am so proud of you for today and always. And I'll see you again in the next video, inshallah. Assalamualaikum.